there's going to be 2 big hitters out of the 6 that are going to miss out. It's going to be very intriguing from now till the end of the season.
Well, let's see what Jose Mourinho had to say actually about his team's performance today. Have a listen to this.
I think it's the kind of football that, if instead of being a Mourinho's team, if it's somebody else's team, you would say art. But because it's my team, you just say it was very good. But that's fine. Was very good. Was very good.
I love Jose. Even with a smile on his face after a good win, there's still like the conspiracy theories out there, criticism of his team. We popped it up already. Let's just have another look at this. This is comparing teams this season. So that's the Premier League as it stands at the moment. You can see there, Manchester United 6. But what we want to have a look at is where they were compared to this time last season. And we'll show you actually the difference. So Chelsea plus 29 points. I mean, they're running away with it. We know how dominant they've been. Tottenham plus 2, Arsenal plus 2, Manchester City plus 2, Liverpool are plus 14, but Manchester United plus 7. I mean, the improvement's real, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I think not only in terms of points, but I think in the way that they're playing. The Man United fans are accustomed over a long period of time to a certain way of playing, attacking, eventful football, and that kind of waned a little bit under Louis van Gaal. And I think the fans more than anything are pleased with the way they're playing football. If they're losing games, they're losing it on the front foot, attacking, and like we said, they're on a good run of form. And I think the mentality shift was a big thing within this squad to change when Mourinho came in. He had a huge job, I think, not only in personnel but in the mentality and getting them into a winning mentality. And he's gradually, we can see that, I think, the progression.
Yeah, I mean, it's spot on. If you think about it, they won the FA Cup last year, and you still had unhappy Manchester United fans. I think they would go into Old Trafford, go into games and go, I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah.
This style of play is not me, and I think Mourinho has definitely turned that around.
And there was the opinion when Jose first went there that his style of play wasn't going to suit Man United fans either. You know, it wasn't the sort of gung-ho, wide players attack opposing teams. You know, it was very pragmatic football, but it's not proved.
Yeah, but what he does is he creates a winning mentality, and he wins big games, and he brings silverware to whatever club he goes to, and you know that's what Manchester United are about, winning silverware.
And I know that you're still in touch with a lot of the lads there. There's a comment that's come in from the United stand, and they say Mourinho deserves so much credit. His man and management over the season has been superb, with the likes of Mkhitaryan, Martial, Jones. From the guys that you talk to, is it a happy place to be? Is it an enjoyable place to play your football? Yeah,
I think immediately there was a lift. I think there was a lot of doom and gloom when you walked around the corridors at Manchester United, a training ground in previous seasons. But since Mourinho's come in, I think he's changed that. He's lifted the place. And like Stevie said, he's won everywhere he's been. So when that mentality comes into the building, that lifts everybody. But added to that, results. Results are key. If you're not winning games, no matter who's in the building, there's going to be disgruntled people. And even the way he's turned around matters fortunes at the club. Fellaini, people thought he was on his way out. But he's integrated them within the squad at key moments, and they've come in and they've produced when he asked them to.
Yeah, the Fellaini one I thought was a big one, because there were moments where he was the scapegoat. If anything was going wrong at United, he was getting everything thrown at him. And Mourinho kind of took that on his chest and just went, you know what, you're my player, I stand by. I think he even signed a new contract under him, and there was little moments when he scored goals, running over to him and giving him a cuddle. He really kind of he helped embrace that player and kind of and save him, really, because a lot of managers could have just let that go, and it would have ruined Fellaini's any chance of staying at Manchester United.
But to continue that progression, they either need to finish in the top 4 or win the Europa League to qualify for the Champions League, because I think that was the remit at the beginning of the season. I think that's huge pressure, but a man like Jose Mourinho has got the broad shoulders to do that.
How much does Jose Mourinho now focus on the Europa League? You know, the fight for the top 4 is going to be relentless. It is going to go to the wire. Win the Europa League, and you know you're in the Champions League next season.
Well, there's no guarantees for United they're going to finish in the top 4, so I think they'll give it everything they've got to try and win the Europa. You know, Liverpool done it and come very, very close to getting in the Champions League for the Europa. They're capable of winning it, so I don't know, Rio might know better, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I think they've got the squad to do it. They've got the squad and they've got the experience. I think Schweinsteiger's now been added to the squad as well. So they've got the people that know how to handle big games and big occasions. Ibrahimovic, Pogba, Mkhitaryan, and these guys, Rooney, Carrick, they've played in huge games and they've won silverware wherever they've been. So they've got the personnel. It's about going out and producing. OK,
there's a tweet just come in to us. If you want to join the conversation while we're sitting here conversing, please do. The hashtag is PLTonight. The question that's come in is basically saying, should Manchester United actually be further up the Premier League table than they are?
No. You are where you're meant to be. Simple as that. I think that the table never lies. I think the table's a true marker of where you're meant to be in the Football League. I think it's about consistency, it's about putting runs together and winning games at the right times. And I think that Man United haven't done that as well as they would have wanted to up to now. But they're on, as I said, we conceded progression. I think Chelsea aren't in front through luck. They're in front because they're the best team in the league.
Consistency, innit?
Yeah, it is a weird one with United as well, though, because, I mean, they had a poor start. It's not easy. The Conte situation, new manager coming in and just flying like that, it's not the norm. But they've also lost similar games to, or lost points in similar games to what Liverpool have done this year against the lesser sides. Even on this run where they've gone unbeaten. The draws, I think a draw against Stoke where Grant was unbelievable in goal. They had a draw the other night against Hull. You know, there's 6 points there. I get the argument to say that they should be further up the league than they are, but Rio's right. I mean, the league don't lie.
OK, right. Let's talk Arsenal. We've had a message in